Hi everyone, Comic Book Reviewer here. This time reviewing on the 2008 horror film The Eye. Now as you know, The Eye is a 2008 supernatural horror thriller film which was meant to be based on the Pang brothers' basically 2002 film The Eye, or as it's known as, Seeing Ghosts. Now, I haven't seen the original one, so I'm watching mostly the American remake, and it actually is pretty enjoyable. So the premise of the film is meant to follow Sydney Wells, who is meant to be this successful classical violin player from Los Angeles. And we see how, due to what happened to her when she was 5 years old, has become permanently blind. We see how she goes for a cornea transplant thanks to an organ donor, and we see how she slowly starts to see. She starts to see the world around her, but of course it comes with a dangerous price. We see how Sydney starts to see things around her, things unusual, things that have happened beforehand, and this is her trying to find out what's really going on and understanding who her eyes originally belonged to. And you do see how, Sydney, as well as her newfound friend, Paul, have to kind of put the pieces together and try to put two and two together. And I think the best way I can describe the film's message is about, being careful of organ donor parts that you receive, as you don't know the flaws of them, and that, sometimes if you are given organ donor transplants, also make sure to check the person's history before giving it to other people, as it might come with dangerous consequences. And I have to admit, I don't think Jessica Elbro was a bad choice. I think when she plays Sydney, she has to kind of figure out what's going on around her, and does get help from the people who actually do show concern and care. And we do kind of see how not only Sydney has to see these sort of death-like spirits, but also having to understand what her visions actually say. And I feel like, the whole point of the film is understanding what your visions are trying to tell you. What are they meant to say? And I feel like, I don't think really the film is a bad idea for a remake. I can definitely see where some of the negative reviews came towards the whole, trying to do another American remake over an Asian property. And I don't think really Jessica Elba is a bad choice. I can see her trying to put the pieces together, trying to be a bit headstrong. But again, it's just casting. Sometimes you are going to be given a weak script, but you have to kind of work with what was given to you. And this does remind me a lot of actors or actresses that have to be given a weak script, but have to work with it. Like, Alec Baldwin, Mae Whitman, Constance Wu, as well as, Frank Walker and that. Sometimes when you're given a bit of a weak script, it's just understanding what you really want to do with it. And I think the film isn't too bad. It's trying to adapt from an Asian property and bringing it into Western soil. I think it's not perfect, but it's still watchable and enjoyable. So it definitely deserves a thumbs up. Still good and still alright. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.